What's up, everyone? This is the Fraser podcast World Cup draw special with extra special guest Mario, which I'll always butcher each time. Product of Montreal, but also lives in Mexico, and I can't pronounce anything, even though currently I'm in Mexico and my lady is French Canadian. So that says a lot about me as a human being. But yeah, happy to have you.
Getting better though.
Thank you. We met in Mexico, actually, Mexico City, Azteca. We watched Canada in a World Cup qualifier draw Mexico, as we talked about on the last podcast with Mario. And now we stayed in touch ever since. And we're talking some World Cup. I got excited. I texted him last night saying, "Hey, let's do a podcast." And he's here. We're gonna knock out winners and losers of the draw. And also, we might even get political because there was a lot of stupid shit that happened in that draw. Did you watch any of it, by the way?
All of it. I watched all of it, but I was eating. I was with a client, and then we stopped and we watched it on TV, but there was no sound. I only saw the team. And then when I turned around, I saw YMC. I said, that can't be true. I said, that's not, I couldn't believe that all of the groups that could have had sing on that day. No, I was kind of ashamed. How can they do that? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And that medal to Donald Trump? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to get political on the podcast, but we're going to get political. I'm glad you started off with that. Two interesting things. One, the medal. FIFA is known as being the most corrupt sports organization on earth, although the NFL and NBA might be close behind lately.
Yeah.
Getting a FIFA Peace Award to Donald Trump, who's currently, the country is in disarray. Just so we're clear. It's not like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of other countries that are in less of an ill-tempered climate. Like, we're kicking out immigrants, whether you believe it or you don't. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So I just found it very odd. He got the Peace Award, which we know was just to massage his ego, that they created this out of nowhere, which is insane.
It's like in school now, when you give medals to everybody. Everybody in the team is good now.
Yeah. And the YMCA part, I thought, because right now Trump is embroiled in a bit of a sex scandal with Bill Clinton. Yeah. And I thought devoting the gayest song on earth to finish the World Cup, like the jokes just kind of wrote themselves, I felt like. So it was very unique. And then we all love Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, they did make it political, not us. We're just commenting on it. We don't have politics.
Yeah. What about Wayne Gretzky?
And I was about to say, and then we also have a bunch of people who don't know anything about soccer, whether it's like Gretzky, Shaq, and just Gretzky can't pronounce. He has worse pronunciations than me.
No, that was like all friends of Donald Trump that were brother, like Gretzky. We know he's good friends with him. All of the Canadians that are athletes or great athletes, he was good, but he's a long time away. I mean, all the athletes we could have bring in there, that's unbelievable.
Absolutely. It just made zero sense. Nothing about it made sense. I know it was like 3 hours long and just egos and waving around your cock. It was just typical. The USA could only butcher the world sport.
Yes. And it was, anyway. And then talking about the draws without all the teams being known. Usually, you get to be the hosting nation. You get the pot number one, so it's an advantage, and you wind up having the 12th team in the world in your group, most probably. No, we're talking about Italy, of course.
We talked about Canada as a big loser here, just from the pot side, where all of a sudden, if Italy makes it through, which they probably should, they'll be the number one ranked team in our group, which is not great.
Yeah, but they still didn't qualify last time again, North Macedonia. So we'll see.
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
The only positive. I'm sorry, Fraser. The only positive about having Italy in the same group is Canada, as you must know, Toronto, Montreal, a big Italian community. I've got friends. Maybe they will watch, but innocent. They never step a foot in Italy. They don't speak Italian. They don't even know where is it on the map, but they still root for Italy, But when the Canadian hockey team is playing, they root for Canada. So all I
Mhm.
wish is that we beat their ass, so I get 4 years to be busting their balls every day, all day. I'm going to see them. I'm going to talk about that game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that happens. I'm also just nervous. I think it's the worst case scenario for Canada is this thing. Like,
Yep,
hopefully we beat Italy, but now we might have to beat Italy first. And if we don't, games that we should have won easily, the last two, all of a sudden it's at home. It starts to get like a little bit, you know, nervous, right?
yep.
Like in this day, it's just all of a sudden it's a 0-0 game at half. It's squeaky bum time against just some teams we should beat. So it was kind of a worst case scenario, which again, a loser is fans of the World Cup, where this whole playoff scenario, we should be playing a play-in team. It should be, we play a Suriname, a Cape Verde, whatever it is. I think it's ridiculous. Like you
Curacao,
said before,
Haiti.
yeah, before the podcast, how they don't have these teams finalized before they do the World Cup draw. And now Canada's just going to get railroaded with, a hard group again.
Yes, but I think that group it's hard, but it's because of the way the World Cup is made now, with a lot of number three going in. We should be
Mm-hmm.
okay. We'll talk about all the other
Mm-hmm.
groups, but I think we should be okay.
Yeah, let's hope. And I mean, speaking of, corruption and whatever else, the easiest group ever created on earth, the USA, somehow with Donald Trump on stage, um, it's a little fishy that they get Australia, Paraguay, and then the winners of like Romania, Slovakia, Kosovo, and Turkey. Turkey might end up being the best team in the whole group, but they basically have a bye to the next round. It's kind of a little fishy.
Yes, it is. But you know what? At the end of the day, they'll find a way to mess it up.
Mm.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's
No, I
true.
think they'll find a way to mess it up because that's just the way they've been playing lately. And there's
Mm.
lots of up and down. I don't think USA is going to come in the World Cup really confident. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think so. We
Yeah.
played some bigger team lately, which I was happy because finally we're playing good national teams, and we're
Yeah.
not there yet, but we're getting there. And let's go, man. We're
No.
playing at home. We gotta do this shit, man. There's no way you can lose to Qatar at home. No way.
Yeah. No. Zero.
It's got to be an
And
easy game.
yeah, and I mean, we can talk a little bit about Canada too. Is thank God Jonathan David's finally finding some form. At
Yeah,
Juventus, he scored a big goal in the Champions League recently, where it's we talked about it on our last podcast. It's just I think the least talked about thing. It's been talked about more recently, but going from a team where everyone loves you and trusts you and gets you the ball to a whole new place where, especially at forward, where if you don't score, all of a sudden it starts to sneak in the back of your mind. It definitely was not a great transition for David out of the gates, but turn it around, I hope.
at the right time because we're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Promise David. I think they're two best forwards right now, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not even close. I don't think it's even close. These two guys are going to be the starters unless something changes until we get to the World Cup. You never know. I hope we get
Yeah.
less injuries because we've not been lucky in the last few weeks, months.
No.
This has got to stop, man.
Yeah, it's been brutal. Especially like at center back. We lose one every 6 months, it seems like, which
I,
not
I, I've
ideal.
heard, I've heard this week that Bombito's close coming back, or he's coming back now. I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's good for us because without him, I don't know what we would have done. We really need him in the middle. I think he's our best center back right now.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And we talked about this before too, but I promise David is the biggest human being playing soccer on earth. Like I love that we have this type of player where, last minute throw ins or corners is just, he's causing a ruckus. I think he's going to do some big things.
And he's athletic too, man. He's a good player all
Yeah,
around. He's just a big boy.
absolutely.
Anyways, what's the name of this guy? That I lost his name. The American guy that was so big at forward, but always on
Yeah,
the ground. He played for Toronto.
yeah. Start
Pussy
Josie
Altidore, no?
Altidore.
Pussy Altidore, I
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
call him. When he
yeah,
came to Montreal with Toronto, Toronto, Montreal, I have front row seat. I used to scream at him all game. How can you be that big and always on your ass, motherfucker? It's like
yeah.
all game long. And he said, "Won't you just shut the fuck up?"
He's American
Haitian.
Lukaku.
Hey, see, it's American in American Haitian. His family's
Yeah,
from Haiti. Yes. Yes, the
But
American Lukaku, exactly.
yeah, he's American Lukaku. Is just first one touch, two touch tackle. He just loses the ball and terrible
It
touch.
get it gets on the ground.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Promise David. That last goal he scored, was it one game or two game ago in for Canada, where he just undressed a couple people. It's like, oh my god, being that big and having that much
No, he's
footwork.
amazing.
Mm,
And he's up and coming, so he's not
yeah,
gonna feel that much pressure at the World Cup because it's all new for him. Comparison to Jonathan David, that he knows he has to be the man. I think
yeah,
that's going to help a little bit Promise David on that for that World Cup. On my side of
absolutely.
view, yeah,
Yeah. I have a loser. Like I said, I'm going to be pretty negative on this
yeah.
podcast. A bunch of losers for this World Cup, but just fans of Curacao, Suriname, and Cape Verde, where they're excited now. And I hope there is a diamond in the rough, an Iceland or whatever that comes
Yeah.
up. But I hope they get blown out 10-0 in every single game, and they go home just deflated and embarrassed because, as we know, FIFA and sports are just more money, more money, more money.
Yeah,
Opening the World Cup to these, like me and you could play for Curacao. It's plumbers and stuff, and
yeah,
I don't think they've beaten any team ranked in the top 40. They're just. I feel bad for them. I'm happy, of course, for anyone who can make the World Cup, but it's just everyone's now getting in because there's more money, and I want this to be an example. Like, no, stop, cap this. We don't need this many terrible teams in the World Cup, especially you're just going to get embarrassed, and that's how I feel about it. And I'm not sorry.
yeah. I think we'll see. We'll see. If I was from that country, I might be happy, to be able to see
Yeah,
my
of
countrymen.
course.
But time will tell. And I think as a Canadian, now that we're good,
Mhm.
I'm like, we don't need that many teams. But let's get back 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Maybe we would have loved it
Canada.
that was 48 teams. You understand? So
Yeah, exactly.
maybe a few of these countries will get their ass kicked, but maybe a
Yeah.
country like Haiti that has a lot of Haitian living everywhere in the world could
Hmm.
do something about it because now there's a lot of two nations Haitian that are England are living everywhere in the
Hmm.
world that don't never been called are interested to play for Haiti now because they're in the World Cup.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just hate this money grab of sports that we're in now, but I mean, obviously, it will be cool for those teams that could make it. But I think they just get blown out, and I hope they do. I think
But
that
Campo
the
Day,
Cinderella teams will be like a Canada will be a Cinderella team, or
yes,
an African team like a Senegal. Not It's
or
not going to be a
even Ghana,
Curacao.
maybe Ghana could
Yeah.
do something good too.
Hmm.
Yes,
No,
these African
absolutely.
teams are dangerous. I'm happy we don't have any of them in our group, to be
Yeah,
honest.
they're. I love for like when I started watching soccer the most because obviously being Canadian, I watched a lot of hockey and then I watched basketball and American
Yeah,
football. So I didn't really be a major soccer fan until the early 2000s, and that's when I fell in love with African football, with Drogba, with Essien and Ghana. Is just back and forth, just power. No, I didn't have a lot of patience as a player. I love just
yeah,
attack, 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 which is how they play. And so I've always been a fan of it. I still have Ghana and Ivory Coast jerseys and jackets and everything else.
yeah. No, they're always fun to watch, and usually the crowds that follow them are as fun
Mhm.
as they to see watch them play. Really nice
Yeah,
people having fun in the stands, not violent. It's a lot of fun. Those African games.
yeah, absolutely. And another loser, I'm going to keep on harping on it, but just fans of the game again. Fans just getting railroaded on this podcast and by FIFA, not by us. Imagine you got into a pot, you paid $1,000 for a ticket, and you're watching like Algeria, Jordan. That's the game you got. It's just, again, it kind of goes back to my point about there's too many teams. Um, Paying all this money to watch Algeria, Jordan, and then in LA, parking costs are $125. So I mean, you're spending, and then your beer is going to be $35. It's just
At least.
all this money to watch Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, or Curacao, Ecuador. Get a gun to my head. I hope no one goes to these games aside from the countries, and they are like half full, and it's a laughing stock because FIFA and sports. I talked about this on my last podcast. I'm just done with sports price gouging, and I hope the World Cup is an example of it.
No, it's crazy. Me, I believe I do well now. I get and
Mm,
World Cup is in my country. And when I looked at the price, I said, "There's no way I'm there. There's no way
yeah,
I'm going to go watch a game." And my wife even told me, "Go alone. Just buy one ticket for now. I'm not going to pay those
yeah,
prices to see a team that first I might not like because You never know which ticket you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So no, it's unacceptable. And the point that you said that, of course, Algeria and Jordan, $1,000. That's the point where there's too many teams, and I agree with you, 100%.
And everyone, this is not coming from cheap people. It's coming from two people who flew to Azteca to watch Canada play against Mexico. And you know
Yeah,
what? That trip fucking cost like $300. You know,
yeah, exactly.
tickets for that game were like $25, and we were in VIP seats with free
All
drinks. It
included,
was
all
insane.
included, and food included.
Yeah.
So, like I
So,
said to my wife, I'd rather go see Copa America when it's in Colombia, when it's in Chile,
mm,
Argentina, which is going to be way cheaper. We're still going to have to pay, and you're going to get only good teams. You know, you're going to get Brazil, Argentina. You're going to get Brazil,
mm,
Uruguay. You're going to get amazing games. This is no.
no,
Cape Verde.
absolutely.
I know it's somewhere there in Africa, but I have no clue
Yeah.
where it is. I've
Yeah.
never. No, might be a
I,
good tourist destination, but it's not a soccer country.
I hate that. Yeah, like I watch the games. Like I'll watch Curacao. Just like I've never watched Cape Verde, but I've watched Curacao. And obviously, playing. I watch them. Like there's no way I was worse than these players. Like there is no way they can't. It's just such bad. It's like watching men's league. Honestly, like you watch them and then you watch like a Spain. I wish Spain and Curacao were in the same. Who is in with Curacao? There's no one.
Let me see. No,
Yeah.
Curacao is gonna have. I got it right there. Curacao.
Oh, Germany.
Oh,
Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador.
huh, they're gonna
Like,
get the.
could you imagine Curacao versus Spain like that? Oh my
But even
God.
against Germany,
Yeah, exactly.
Ecuador, they won't stop. If they can put 20 goals in, they're gonna put 20 goals in.
hmm Absolutely. Let's hop into some groups then. The
Yeah,
group of death, I think I'm going with group I, which is France, Senegal, the winner of the playoff, and then Norway.
I think it's. I was between that one and
hmm
maybe the group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. But I think I
Oh,
agree with you. I
yeah.
agree because group L
Oh,
as well is Ghana, Croatia, and even Panama is not a bad team. There's
hmm
no easy game on that group, I think.
I wonder how, because I don't think he never gets enough credit. He does more recently, but Modric, I don't think there's a better player in the world for their team. And I guess Messi, but even then, I just think Modric is the heart and soul. So with him kind of being at his age, and he lost a step last World Cup, and now he's 4 years older, and just I think they're still going to be good, but I'm interested to see how good they will be because obviously they fucking went super far last World Cup, are a solid team, but with him kind of losing out, I think there's no one more important in their team outside of maybe Messi
What's
to
maybe
a
gonna
squad.
help him is football IQ, just like Messi.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
might lose the speed, but he's always at the right place. He doesn't run for
hmm
any like. I've had the chance to watch Messi play 3 times on Montreal live. This guy,
hmm
man, he seems effortless. He
yeah,
he. So I think I never had the chance to see Modric live, but it sounds a little bit like this. He doesn't lose energy for nothing. He's always at the
hmm
right spot. So being smart, he's always 2 steps forward. So, but
yeah,
obviously, Group I is very, very, very. It's going to be amazing games.
yeah,
France
absolutely.
is a good team as well, but there's not a group of that like really marked because of the 48
hmm
teams.
Exactly,
So you
exactly.
got Team the World in the pot one, in a pot two. So it would have changed a
Yeah.
lot of things to my point
And
of view.
is there more? I think there's more teams going through the next stage right now as well. Like there's multiple third
Yes,
place teams that go through more.
multiple
Like
third
before, it was
places.
just yeah, um, yeah. Who do you? I think we'll go to more groups, but who do you like in a final? I've got well, and I ask you this, but I've got this idea. I use it for American football with the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes for betting is always like 6-1 to win the
Yeah,
MVP every year, and the Chiefs are always 6-1 to win the Super Bowl. So you have 6 years to get that bet right once to break even,
yeah,
and twice to not. And then you can even like let's say they lose the first few games like I did this year, you can bet on them like 15-1 or 10-1.
yeah.
Anyways, my point being, I'm doing that with Spain. I'm betting on them every single year for every Euro, everything, and they're going to win 1 out of 4, 5, 3 every single year. I think they're night and day towards every other team.
That's it. I usually talk with this with my wife, which is she's Mexican and she loves football, and she
Yeah.
always says Spain or Argentina, the two teams that she really likes. Argentina,
Hmm.
of course, because Messi and this, but we've
Yeah.
talked about Spain too a lot, and but you see, they're amazing. They're a great,
Yeah.
amazing team, and I don't see anybody else besides. You see all the groups that you have there. Maybe Brazil, but they
Mm.
haven't been playing that great lately.
No. Yeah.
But you never know. It's Brazil, so if they
Yeah.
can get it on, and maybe I got say I have three teams. I might have Spain, Germany, and Argentina. That's the three team I would go in order.
Yeah. I like it. I'm going Spain, France, and then Portugal. And I
But
say this, yeah, with nothing to do with like Ronaldo could not be on the team. I think Portugal
no,
is just so well rounded, and they've got a lot of age this year as well. Like whether it's Bruno or on defense, they've just got a great mix of age and then just youth solid players. And I've never been a huge Portugal fan, but I think Spain and France are tier one, and then if Messi was a little bit younger, Argentina would be tier one as well. But I've got Argentina, Portugal on the next list down, and then Germany and Brazil. I always love them, but I always love to think that they're going to do good. But they've done nothing for the last years. It's just
but you never know about these teams if they get an hot streak in the World Cup. And I look at the group of Germany. You got Curacao, Ecuador, and Cote d'Ivoire. So it's not
mm,
that difficult. Spain as well, and you got
mm,
Argentina. They got Algeria, Jordani, and Austria.
yeah,
So it's not that groups are not that difficult. So they get a chance to eat the motors. Like start slow and build some momentum.
exactly. Yeah, and I like what they did this year. Finally, they Copa America was terrible for this, and I said it from the jump. But Mexico, the World Cup as well, where now Spain, France, and the other the top four ranked teams can't play each other until the semifinals if they win their group. So they'll win their group, they'll stay opposite from each other, so we're not going to see the best teams play each other. So what happened with the Copa Americas? It was Canada and Argentina. And I'm going to botch this, but like whoever you played in your group, you could play again in the quarterfinals. It was so dumb. It was such a schoolboy error versus make sure you'll never play someone in your group again till the end. So, anyways, the group breakout that they did is much better. So we can make sure we see the best teams hypothetically in a semi versus, you know, sometimes you'll see a quarterfinal and you'll be like, damn, I really wish, this was the semi or the final kind of thing.
Yeah, but they're doing some good things, to make sure the
Mm,
best team get to the end and everybody's watching. Talking about that
mm,
game, Canada Argentina, I was there at MetLife Stadium. For
nice.
the yeah, I was there. It was an amazing day, amazing. A lot of false Argentinians, no, that were from
Yeah.
everywhere but Argentina. But it was an
Yeah.
amazing day, amazing game. Anyway, no, I think it's good, but we'll see. Let's talk about our other country that we love to go, Mexico.
Yeah.
They've been playing a lot better lately, and their group it's not that tough as well. They got South Korea, but South Africa and who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Think they might do a little bit more better than the last few World Cups they've been to because they've made a lot of changes lately, younger
Hmm.
players. But you're in Mexico. You're probably
Yeah.
listening to TV yesterday about they were talking about this. There's always a like the coach doesn't seem to decide which player is going to be in on that team. It's more like
Hmm.
everybody decide but him. But
Yeah.
lately he's been doing a good job, and I think they're going to do. They might at least get to the quarterfinals
Mm.
to my team.
Yeah. And am I butchering it? Is it Gilberto Mora? Is he the young, like the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
And I feel like, and obviously I'm a Canada homer. I feel like he might be the best player in CONCACAF for the next 10 years. Watching him play was like, obviously you don't want to do Messi comparisons, but like a B level Messi just in terms of his vision, his everything. So I love watching that kid play.
Yes, and we
And
got
I
a
hate it.
Mexican. Yeah, we got a Mexican Canadian now that switched to Canada. Is he's playing
Yeah.
for Tigres? What's his name again?
Oh, I'm losing off the top of my
Marcelo
head.
Flores. Marcelo Flores.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He practiced with
Yeah.
us. Let's hope. Let's see. Let's hope they make him
Yeah.
play once or two, and then we might have a good Mexican Canadian with us finally.
Yeah. But yeah, so Group A, we can go who we think
Yeah.
who's gonna win. I think we've got Mexico first, and then I'm gonna go
Yeah.
South Korea second. What do you got?
That's what I got. Mexico and South Africa.
Uh,
South Korea. Sorry, South Korea.
yeah,
South Africa is not going to win a game on that group.
yeah. Do you have it in front of you? Who could be the European playoff D? I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. I
Wish
got
I
it right here.
did.
Let me a second.
Um, well, you check that out. Group
Yes.
B, we've got Canada, potentially Italy, Northern Ireland, Qatar, Switzerland. Switzerland, I think, is feisty. If Italy makes it through, I'm nervous for Canada, especially having a potential for Italy out. I'm gonna go if Italy makes it through, Italy first, Canada second, and then Switzerland will be a third place team to go through. Did you find out who's in the playoff D?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
that's
very hard
okay.
to. It's
Who
very hard
cares?
to find. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Anyways, yeah, I got the same thing as you, but you know what? I don't think if Italy makes it, I think they'll finish third.
mhm.
Switzerland might finish
Okay.
first, but I don't
Yeah.
have Italy as first because they're not playing well, and it's
Mhm.
been since the last World Cup.
Yeah.
It's not going. It's not getting better. So I think they're still number 12 in the world because they had a lot of points before. I don't believe they belong to number 12 right now.
Mhm. I wish I could speak Italian and care enough about Italian football, but I would love to watch the news. Like obviously England pounds all the English players and hates them all the time or loves them all the time. I would love to see the Italy version of this, how they've been so poor and obviously such a proud football nation. It's crazy that they've. I would love to hear all the negativity in Italy about this team.
They're pretty proud Italians now, and they're proud of their
Hmm.
of everything, their food, their country, and all my friends. They don't talk anymore about soccer. They're just
Yeah.
no, they're no. That's it's they're ashamed of it. But you know
Hmm.
what? We'll see. We'll see. I don't. I think Italy's going to be good, but they're not that good. They're not number 12 in the world. I don't think so.
Yeah. And I screwed up. I have to apologize to all my English friends, which there is a lot of them. I have England in that second tier. So I love watching England. They finally play all their players. They're less racist now, which is great. So we get to see like all their best players are typically African American or
Yeah,
African English, sorry.
yeah,
But I don't even know how to say it to be PC anymore. I'm sorry. All their black players, fuck it.
yeah.
But so I got France, Spain, and then below that, Argentina, England, and whoever else I said, Portugal. But I love
Portugal.
England. I'm excited to watch them play.
Yes, they've been rising, and now that they're playing their best players, which France has been doing for a lot of years.
Hmm.
Fine. I think
Yeah.
it's a great. I would love to see England win, honestly, because it would be something different. It's been a long time. I would love to see them
Hmm.
win, but I'm not. I'm not. Let's wait till it begins. What's their odds? And you know what's their odds?
I think they're high. I think they're kind of like the Dallas Cowboys, where they always get way more love than they should, or Notre Dame is just yeah. I think they will. I think they're 4-1 or 5-1, something like that. They're right there with Spain, which I think Spain's better, but. I love Jude Bellingham. I love all their players. They have a good
Yes,
defense, good central midfielders. I'm a fan.
Jude Bellingham is one of the best players in the world right now.
Hmm.
He's fun to watch. He's amazing.
My
Let's
my
hope they do.
son got my son got measured as he's like 99th percentile of size, which thankful for the misses, all the size from that side of the family,
Yeah,
and so he's the next Jude Bellingham. He's Costa Rican Canadian Jude Bellingham. I'm saying it now. That's what I'm
yeah.
going to model him after.
So he's going to have a lot of options to play for national teams later on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so England, I'm excited to watch. Brazil will be interesting. They have like the greatest offense in the world, but I don't know enough about. Like they've got a few decent defenders, of course, but they're just never organized. I just ever since the World Cup in Brazil, I've never really trusted them. I guess.
And they got Morocco. They got Morocco.
Mm,
It's they're a good defensive team, so
yeah.
it's not going to be easy for them. It's not a tough group. It's not an easy group as well because
Mm,
I don't think Scotland's going to be an easy game.
mm,
They should win, but they're going to give them a game. And with IT, you never know. I don't think they're good, but they're not that bad as they look. They got
yeah.
a lot of player
No,
playing in Europe. They got a lot of player everywhere in the world. So they're not that bad of a team.
their offense is ridiculous. So I mean, they're obviously going to finish first in their group, or they should. But they've got Vinicius, who's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Rafinha is unreal. Casemiro's found some form lately, so he'll be nice as a holding defender or holding midfielder, which is
Yeah.
good for them. But they've got Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes is in crazy form.
Hmm.
Yao Pedro, Richarlison, Cunha is a great forward. It's just going forward, Paqueta. I don't know. They're going forward. They're outrageous. On the wings, they've got Martinelli and a couple guys I can't. I'm trying to remember. Let me. Maybe I can scroll through.
Yeah.
But they've got a couple of good like outside defenders. But then I just they've also got Joel Ellington at
Yeah.
forward. So anyway, they're stacked going forward. Just defensively, I don't know who organizes them back there. I know they've got a couple guys, but not not like the likes of what we see in England or.
It's still one of the games you don't want to miss when it's the World
Oh
Cup.
yeah.
Whoever Brazil's playing, you don't want to miss that game. It's always a good game.
Mm-hmm. Marquinhos, he's the other defender I was thinking about.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm excited to watch Brazil. With their group, I'm pulling. I just lost it. Who is in their group?
Brazil, Morocco,
You.
Haiti, and Scotland.
So I'm going Brazil obviously first. I'll go Morocco second, and then maybe
Morocco
Scotland
second.
makes a third place run.
I think so. That's the same way. I wish Haiti makes it because I got a lot of friends from Haiti, great
Okay.
friends. So I'm gonna pull for Haiti for 3 on that group.
Yeah. We talked enough about Group D, the USA, but yeah, USA probably first, and then I like Paraguay. The playoff C is a bunch of terrible teams, so.
Australia probably. But you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I wouldn't be surprised that United States don't finish first in that group because they'll find a way to mess it up.
Exactly.
They'll find a
Yeah,
way.
no,
And
I'm there.
a South American
Well,
team is Paraguay. They qualify in South America, which is probably the toughest group to qualify from.
mhm.
So I see Paraguay first, United States second, and Australia third.
And I will say the USA, especially Pulisic. Pulisic is amazing against B-level teams. Like in
Yeah.
Syria, he's incredible. Against Jamaica, he's terrible. Or sorry, against Syria, he's amazing. Against Jamaica, he's amazing. But then, like when he's against someone as a similar athleticism and can mark him, he's just, he's a regular guy, a good regular guy, but he's a regular
Yeah.
guy. So I can see him doing really good in this group stage. But then once they play a Netherlands, a Germany, Ivory Coast, even just a C list or a B list team, I'm done with them. I also left out Netherlands. I think they're one of the tier 2 teams as well, so I meant to include them.
Yeah. Yeah. They're always good. But they're
Mm-hmm.
always like on the bubble. But yes, lately they've been doing really well. I
Yeah.
remember again we played them and they just whooped our ass.
Didn't Netherlands kick the shit out of us?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They whooped
Yeah.
our ass.
Yeah. Well, and that game showed me that that was when I didn't want Alphonso Davies playing left back anymore because every goal they scored came down his side. Because we talked about this last time. When he's playing left back, he's gone because he has to do everything, and he doesn't have Bayern Munich to cover him like a well-oiled machine. He's got
Exactly.
fucking Canada to cover him.
Yeah.
But it seems like we can talk about Canada. What's the name? The guy who's always fucking angry. Looks like he's kind of secured a spot left back. So I think
Laria.
Davies will be
Richie Laria.
Richie. So I think Rich will be left back now, and then we'll have Alfonso, which is kind of a nice, like, good cop, bad cop over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I love Laria. I love his intensity. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
plays all out every game. He's got the speed to play there. So
Yeah.
we should be good. That's the
Yeah.
best. I think I told you I would have put him left midfield. I wouldn't put him at
Mm-hmm.
forward. So with
Yeah.
Laria back and him at midfield, I think it's the best situation for us.
Yeah, no, Larry's come into some good form and he pisses everyone off, so I like it.
He gets under your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I guess he's never been red carded, which is very odd. I would have thought he'd be number one player for being red carded, but
No, even when he played TFC, we used to hate him because TFC Montreal,
yeah.
and he always had somebody of our team get kicked out or yellow card every game. I'm like, him, just like
Yeah.
he's not there. You know this guy, just don't. I don't know, but he's good at what he does because
That's
he
what.
plays so hard. He plays so hard till the whistle all the time, and it gets on your nerve for players like that. And that's probably what gets on your nerve more is that he never lets go of any ball. He's always, and he likes to give it a little extra sometimes.
Yeah, see, Canadian hockey fans out there who hate soccer, which is a lot of my family. and a lot of other friends I have, is Richie Leray is your guy. He's what's the guy that used to play for the Boston Bruins? Now he's in Florida.
Marchand,
Just a pain.
Grand Marchand,
Yeah,
Grand Marchand.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's Bradley Marchand. So you want to watch him? Circle him at left back. He's I should have known you would know, obviously, Marchand. So yeah,
yeah.
he,
Bruins in Montreal. You know what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
um, Group E, we've got Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. I'm going Germany. Ooh, that I like. I'm going Ivory Coast because I just love Ivory Coast, but Ecuador obviously is a good team in there as well.
I would go Germany first for sure, and then it's a flip of a coin between Ecuador and Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. So I will go with Ecuador second and Ivory
Okay.
Coast third. Yep.
Yeah. Um, Group F, I want to touch on Netherlands a little bit, just like
Yeah.
the
Yep.
roster. Cody Gakpo, who burst on the scene last World Cup, just went outrageous. Virgil van Dijk holding down defense. Memphis Depay
Hmm.
has been playing incredible. Uh, Reijnders, I can never pronounce his name at Man City. I watched him play, and I thought he was younger. He was playing in Italy before, I think it was, but
Let's
I
see. I
think
got
he's
it.
outrageous with the ball. He's just really smart. I'm surprised he's not more highly regarded. But yeah, they've got Frankie De Jong, Xavi Simons. I'm a Frimpong who destroyed Canada in the last time. So and then
Oh,
Timber with Arsenal,
yes.
Cliver, Matthias
No,
Delight. I really like their team. Nathan
they're
Ake
packed.
holding down.
They got a packed team. I don't know if they got the I don't know the swag or the confidence
Mm.
to go all the way in the World Cup. I don't think so.
I think Van Dyke was definitely that rock that you need, but I think I can see them being a semifinal team, definitely quarterfinals. But yeah, I agree. Once
Yeah,
they kind of hit maybe a Spain or what have you, it could be tough. But I think that Ake and Van Dyke center defense is maybe one of the best in the world.
Van Dijk is a monster. I got him. They got him
Hmm.
at 6'5", 200 pounds. I mean,
Hmm.
it's the guy's a linebacker for the. He would be starting linebacker for the last Cowboys. It's
Exactly.
the guy's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you like? Japan is always solid. So I mean, I'm just got
Uh,
Japan.
yes, I'll go Netherlands, Japan, and Tunisia probably. Sure.
Mm. I'm trying to find nations playoff opponents who could be in that playoff group B. As a host of a podcast, a sports podcast, you think I would have this much better organized.
But it's
Playoff
tough to
B,
find.
yeah, playoff B is Ukraine, Sweden, um, starts with Poland or whatever the fucking country this is. I should know this flag, but that's actually a nice little playoff. Poland, always tough. One of the best strikers in the world. Obviously isn't as good now, but
I got them all. I found them all.
I
Yeah,
found it
finally.
too. Albania. So it's Albania, Poland, Sweden,
Bosnia.
or Ukraine is
Yeah.
in the Europe play the European playoff B. So I mean, Poland and Sweden, they could easily beat Japan. I mean, not easily, but they a puncher's chance if they were to make it through. And Ukraine as well. Europe playoff B is hard. I'd much rather have Sweden, Ukraine, and Poland in than the teams we already beat to death. But the Hades, the Curaçaos, the Cape Verde, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, I think
But
it's no. Sweden is not that good lately. Honestly,
mhm.
the I think Switzerland beat them for nothing recently or something like
Okay.
that. So
Mhm.
I would go with honestly, like I said, Netherlands, Japan, and Tunisia, and then whoever comes in is going to finish fourth.
Mhm. That's fair. Into Group H, we've obviously got Spain. I'm going to reiterate everyone, go place all your money on Spain for the next World Cup, next Euro Cup, next World Cup, next Euro Cup. Even though their best player, like I'm not just jumping on his jock. He's incredible. Lamine Yamal, even without him, they just play such incredible football. And I think they'll be great for years to come. After that, I've got Uruguay.
Same for me. I don't think Saudi Arabia has got another surprise in their like they beat Argentina. I think that's not going to happen again.
Hmm.
And they're going to finish third, Saudi Arabia, and then Cape Verde last for me.
Yeah. Absolutely. What do you think
You,
it
I
is
think
with? Oh, go ahead.
The J group, Belgica, I think you passed it. Belgica, Egypt, Iran, and New
Oh,
Zealand.
I did. I did miss Group G.
Uh,
Um, Before, I want
yeah,
your thoughts on Spain. What, like, they've obviously got La Masia training, and Barcelona, Spain, all this sort of technical. Why do you think it is that teams can't replicate that? It's just by far and away the best type of football to play, and it's just interesting that only Spain is kind of. I thought teams would be closer to their style. Where like I watch and it's night and day watching them and any other team other than like two in the world.
I think the main reason is not for what they do on top. It's all the teams in that country that are developing young players to sell them afterwards. It's all the
Mm-hmm.
clubs in that league. Their development, their academies are amazing. That's where it all started. And
Mm-hmm.
they got the Spain way to play football, and they teach it from very young until they get to the national team. I think that's which you don't get in a lot of countries because let's say Argentina, all their good players they leave the country, and
Mm-hmm.
they always. But in Spain, most of them stay to
Hmm.
play in Spain in the
Makes
best teams,
sense.
and I think that's what makes it really good. Even in England, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
best players on the teams are from abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at when the
Yeah,
best time
no.
of Real Madrid, like and Barcelona, there was almost all of the team when they won the last World Cup were those two teams, Real and Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
national team. So I think they stay in Spain, they play the Spain way, and they learn it from really young.
No,
And
that's a great take. That makes a lot of sense.
I would compare it to us as Canadian. If you play hockey in Canada, like
Mm-hmm.
you get to the national team, you have a way to play because we got the under 15, under 17, the under 18, the under 20,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the Canadian way to play hockey. And then it doesn't always work, but I think Spain is the same in soccer. I
Yeah,
think
no, that
the
makes
fact that they have
sense.
a lot of team that develop a lot of young players makes plays a big difference at the end. We only have three academies in like for the MLS teams here, so
Mm-hmm.
we do what we can, but it help a lot. If you looked at since Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver have their academies that start under 12, sometimes under 9. We got
Yeah.
a lot of young players now that go all through all then and they go play to Europe and they do well, like Kone and players like
Mm-hmm.
that.
No, absolutely. Um, and then yeah, you got me. Group G, we've got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand, and nobody has cost me more money in soccer more than Belgium. From one, when I used to bet on them all the time, and then two, when they got Canada actually beat their asses in the World Cup and we lost
Yeah,
that game. So it's just Belgium's always been my nemesis. I loved Hazard. He was my favorite player to watch outside of
Eden
obviously
Lazo.
the
See?
Messis and the Neymars, but
Yeah,
they've fallen off. Lukaku is just the worst, best player in the world.
yep.
Obviously, De Bruyne is kind of going out to pasture. So I think this might be the USA group. Screw the USA group. This might be the easiest group. I almost like the USA more than Belgium at this point.
Yes, and of course, I won't talk too much, but they had a few problems within the team, about wives and
Hmm.
girlfriend changing and everything. So I don't
Yeah.
think, yeah, and good players. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that killed a lot of what they were doing in the last World Cup.
Hmm.
You always saw that there was something wrong in the locker room
Yeah.
with that team, and a lot of stars, a lot of players that don't really put the team first. So, I mean, it's an easy group for Egypt, I think.
Hmm.
Egypt is going to make it through for sure because they're
Yeah.
in that group. I
I
think
like
Belgium
that.
is going to make it through as well because of the group, But Egypt
Hmm.
is probably the winner of that group of the draw they got.
I want to try and pull up the betting odds because that could be a fun little. One of my favorite bets is maybe Egypt to win the group. I have no idea where. I probably take too long to find it, but it's funny. Belgium went from what seemed like 15, 10 years for sure. To exaggerate 15 because it sounds better. A golden year, a golden age forever, right? Like it was Hazard, De Bruyne, and just Lukaku. They had their great
And
defenders and
the
goaltender.
goaltender, yeah,
Yeah. Um, where now I think this must be the worst from the golden age to now like the bronze age of any national team I've seen in some time. I'm finding the groups here.
I got a friend from Belgium, and he's telling me that the problem with Belgium is the domestic league is not that strong. So they don't develop as many players like Spain does, and
Hmm.
that's where you see the difference. You get a golden age in Belgium,
Yeah.
and then you got a maybe 10 years where there's nothing. In
Yeah.
Spain, it's always new players coming in, and they're always good. It's been forever, like won the Euro, won the World Cup, won the Euro, and it's
Hmm.
amazing. And France is doing well as well the
Yeah.
last 20 years.
No, absolutely. And I think we found the bet of the tournament. Of course, we're not saying they're going to win. It's just incredible value. Egypt plus 400 to win that group. Belgium's
Ah,
minus 220.
I'm going right
So
there. I'm putting. That's where I'm going to put my money.
yeah, all the money, all the wages on Egypt to win the group. I love that. I think that's the best value by far.
Yeah,
Um, I wonder. Well, since I got Group B winner, ooh, yeah, they've got. This is how it goes back to our talk. I wish I would have addressed this with the Canada
yeah.
group. Our talk about how stupid is this playoff. Right now, the favorite betting odds to win Canada's Group B is the playoff winner. There's no team in there. It just says plus 105 UEFA Path A winner is
I
first.
know.
Switzerland second plus 140. Canada third plus 550. I'm betting that. That's great value. Especially
Yeah,
if Italy doesn't make it. Surely then they're in a puncher's chance with Switzerland. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
That's two good bets right
Terrible.
there.
Yeah. And if you parlay them, oh, let's see this. You want to get silly and parlay Egypt, Canada plus 3,000. So 30 to 1.
Holy, wow.
Of course, it probably won't happen. That's why it's 30 to 1. But if you want a fun value bet,
But
that's the one.
if there's two things that could happen, is those two because
Mm-hmm.
Belgium is on the path going down,
Mm-hmm.
and Egypt is. But the two other team, I think Egypt is going to beat them. So
Mm-hmm.
if they play good
Yeah.
against Belgium, it's a game away to win the group. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need to reiterate how stupid is that a playoff team is the favorite to win the group, which is fine, like it should be, but how can they be a playoff team? Like something
We,
needs to be fixed there.
we started with that. I mean, why do you have to
Mm-hmm.
do the draw like 8 months before the tournament? I
Mm-hmm.
suppose say it's good because of hotels and the rest. You think they don't have the hotel reserve right now in Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever team is going to be there, that's silly.
Yeah. No,
That's silly.
absolutely. Ridiculous. Group H, I mean, not much to talk about there. We got Spain and then
No.
Uruguay, so that's simple enough.
Yep.
Group I, France, Senegal. I like France, Senegal. Let's see who this intercontinental playoff two could be. Bolivia, Iraq, or Suriname.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're okay there. We can
Yeah.
keep as is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh, Argentina has a pretty relaxed group as well. So Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. I think
I
just
think
chalk.
it's worse than the
Hmm?
American group to
Yeah,
me.
that one's not good. Well, at least Argentina is actually good, where the USA isn't good. So they've got
Yeah.
Argentina.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See, that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just thinking
Um,
about something. You think Europe is doing this on purpose to not qualify everybody, so they get their team in a group like Canada?
yeah,
That's
absolutely. It's
it's probably on purpose to say, you know what,
mhm,
we're gonna get put four balls, but we get
yeah.
12, number 12 in the world.
No,
That's
absolutely. I
it's
agree with you. I'm still upset about this draw, especially USA and Mexico having these easy groups. Group K, Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, the winner of intercontinental playoff one, which is Congo, Jamaica, or New Caledonia. I didn't even know New Caledonia was a country, so here we are. um, yeah, Portugal and Colombia. So I've got one and two.
no,
Uzbekistan. Oh my gosh.
no. Uzbekistan's gonna finish fourth because I
Hmm.
think Jamaica is gonna make it through that group,
Yeah,
and Jamaica is gonna finish third, Colombia second, and Portugal first.
I like it. And finally, Group L. We talked a little bit. Oh, this we talked about kind of being maybe a group of death. Group L: England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. I will stick with England first, even though a lot of people will be anti-England. But Croatia, just Modric is a little bit older in the tooth, so I'm going England.
And I'm going with England as well. And I really
This is the
hesitated
betting.
with Croatia. I really hesitated with Croatia being second because
Hmm.
everything we say, but I can't bet against them because they got too much experience and been there before. and I'm gonna put them second and Ghana third. I don't think Panama's gonna be able to beat
Mhm.
any of these teams.
Yeah. And going to some betting sites, so Portugal is only minus 160 to win their group. So if anyone likes to bet on a little parlay where you combine multiple bets, Portugal is kind of like a anchor bet, and then you add in. So I'll do like a Portugal and a Canada group, and a Portugal and an Egypt to win the group, because then you get some great parlay odds. Just some betting advice from my end, if you
Yeah,
want
which
it.
is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a great tournament, and maybe we
Hmm.
could talk after. We say, you know what we said about all these teams, and maybe
Hmm.
Carreso wins a game or scores a goal, and you know what, we
Yeah.
might change our mind. But right now, it looks bad for some of these teams. The
Hmm.
matchup they got, they're gonna get their ass kicked. I mean, it's
Yeah.
you see Portugal, Uzbekistan. I
Yeah.
don't
Not
even know
good.
if I'm gonna watch that game. If I
No,
got
not at
something to
all.
plan during the tournament, it's probably when do they play that game? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to do it now because it's not even
Exactly.
worth it.
Yeah.
But I can't
Uh,
wait to watch Colombia against Portugal because Colombia is on the rise too. They got a great young
yeah.
team, and they might
Absolutely.
surprise some people in there if they can make it through the group.
Yeah. Well, let's end it with some odds. So we've got the winner odds and the golden boot. Like I said, Spain is 4-1 right now. So I mean, I definitely would take my big money and put it on
Yeah,
Spain just for the reason I said. Those
yeah,
parlays I liked. England is second at plus 550. I just think they never get it done, so I'm avoiding that like the plague. I
yeah.
think France at 7-1. I mean, last time's finalists, they've got Mbappe, probably the only major game changer in the world. Obviously, Holland is a game changer, but he doesn't have the people who can set him up like
Exactly.
Mbappe can. So I think plus 700, 7-1 France is my favorite bet to win. And Portugal 12-1. I like that because they're 12-1. And then from there, it just falls off.
No, it falls off. I think Canada's 250 to 1, 251. When I watched yesterday, I don't know how
Yeah.
they are right now.
100-1.
100 to 1. Okay. 100 to
Yeah.
1. So, no, it's not,
Uh,
it's not going to
one
happen
note
anyway.
One knows bullshit. They've got Italy 35-1. So it's like they're not even qualified yet, and they're already triple better odds than Canada.
No,
Crazy.
but I wouldn't bet on Italy anyways. They could
No,
give it
no,
to
not at
me
all.
200 to 1. I wouldn't touch
Yeah.
them because I don't think they're going to be that good. But
Hmm.
France is a great bet because honestly,
Yeah.
they're good. They're really, 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 really good. But I think, yeah, it's a better bet than Spain. Is like you say, you always bet on them,
Mm.
and you're gonna win one out of
Yeah.
five, one of for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and I wonder it might be better because I think it's a coin flip between France or Spain. So I think with almost double better odds for France, it
yep.
might be better to do that. Golden
What
boot,
what about
Mbappe.
Germany? What about Germany? How are they?
Ger- Germany's 12-1. So
Yeah, like
I
Portugal.
love their players. They just haven't been doing it. Like their players on paper, they're one of the best teams in the world, but then putting it together just hasn't been done lately.
It's a
Hmm.
long shot. I think Portugal. If you get 12 to 1, it's better to go with Portugal,
Mm.
unless Ronaldo comes in and then starts screwing everything up, and they have to put him on the field. I don't know how they're gonna manage
Yeah.
that. But do you know how they've managed it during qualification? Did he play? Did he not play?
He played a lot. I think he was in the Nations League. He was the leading goal scorer in all of the Nations League. So it seems like they really like him out there, which is interesting.
He can still play. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy is amazing shape. He's still running
Hmm.
like he's 20 years old.
He's a
But
freak. Yeah.
yes, the guy is. We got to give it to
Uh,
him. He's a freak. He's
yeah.
a
Absolutely.
little
Um,
selfish, but he's a good football player.
yeah. Um, and then the Golden Boot, Mbappe is 6-1, Harry Kane 7-1, Messi 14-1, Holland 14-1. There's really not the only thing I like here is maybe like a Vinicius is 22-1, so it's a nice long shot with Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, Vinicius
But
is the problem with Erling Haaland is he's not going to play that many games. So
exactly, hmm,
if he would have been in a great team, I would have put him as the favorite. But
yeah,
he's probably not going to play that many games. So yes, Vinicius, I love it, but I think the sure bet is Mbappe.
yeah. I think I'll go Mbappe and a Vinicius. So obviously more money on Mbappe because he's the favorite, 6-1, and then sprinkle a little bit on Vinicius just as he's a long shot, you know, which a good long shot. So I like it.
Yes, if Brazil can get it together, and we know they might tie a game
Mm.
4-3. They might win 4-3, but you know what? They'll score more goals. If they want to win a game, they won't win 1-0. They're gonna
Mm.
put a lot of goals in.
Well, and this goes back to our earlier point. What a crazy, especially Argentina and Brazil are so cutthroat. These South American teams, they, where Spain maybe might pass the ball around and pass the
Yeah,
ball into the goal. We know Brazil and Argentina is going to go, we're
yeah,
going to kill you by 100. So like Brazil, Haiti, Junior might have 5 goals. And like that's going to screw up the golden boot is these group games because guys are just going to,
exactly.
a guy could win it because he had one game against Haiti or one game against Suriname with 70 with 7 goals.
Argentina against Jordan or
Yeah,
Portugal
absolutely.
against Uzbekistan. If we're gonna put money on
Uh,
Ronaldo, I was Ronaldo for the Golden Boot.
I think he is 22 to 1 as well. So, and Yamal is 18 to 1, which I mean that's also a nice little
Yeah,
thing. I like it. Looking at this group, I'm standing by what I just said was Vinicius to win it, just because I think he may have a ton of goals against who was a terrible team. Oh, against
Scotland is 80.
Haiti. He may have
80.
4 goals against Haiti, 3 goals against Scotland, and then he just cruises the rest of the way.
Yeah, he's to me he's one of my favorite players. Not at the best,
Hmm.
but the one I like to watch the most.
Hmm.
He's not
Yeah, no,
the
absolutely.
best, but he's fun to watch. It might be a head
Yeah.
case to coach, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, well, that's all. Texas Tech is about to play the biggest game in the history of Texas Tech, and so I'm very excited to watch my boys play. Hopefully, beat BYU. Do you have any like last full circle things? I know we knocked a lot of stuff
No,
out.
I think thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure talking to
Yeah,
you about soccer, about our passion, and let's get to talk again. And I can't wait for the World Cup to begin.
sounds good, man. Well, I appreciate you as always, and we'll obviously stay in touch here as the World Cup gets
All right.
closer. All
Thanks
right,
for
later,
having me.
brother.
All right, bye. See you
Yes.
soon. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.